Before I start, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land where I am recording today, the Gunai Kurnai people. I pay my respects to the elders, past and present, and recognize their continuing connection to the land, water, and community. My first language is Vietnamese. I was born in Vietnam and grew up in Ho Chi Minh City. My family and I speak Southern Vietnamese. Mentioning about my early language learning, I remember something very special from my childhood. It was a cultural tradition from my Chinese Vietnamese heritage for my first birthday. During this tradition, the adults would place different objects in front of me like pen, money, scissors, ruler, microphone, and sticky rice. The idea was the object that I choose would predict my future career. And I chose sticky rice. I did not understand everything at that age, but I remember my mother talking to me more about food after that. During meals, she would explain different dishes, ingredients, and taste. She would say, món này là xôi nếp, con có thích ăn xôi không? Even if I answered with only one word or babbling, she continued the conversation. She added more words and more details. Looking back, I understood that this was not only a fun tradition, it was a moment that shaped how my mother interacts with me. She saw my interest and used it to build my language. In Vietnamese is a tonal language. The tone or the pitch of your voice changes the meaning of the word. For example, ma, like ma, can be a ghost, but ma means horse and ma means mom. Words are made of two parts, the first sound called and the rhythm called vang. For example, the word soy, the X is the the oi is the vang. So even before I could speak, I listened to the sound, rhythm, and tones. This helped me recognize the pattern in language. Repeating words and sound with my mother helped me develop listening, speaking, and early pre-reading skills. Gatsky said children learn through social interaction. Language developed first between people, then inside the child. The sticky rice ceremony and mealtimes talk were social. I learned through interaction and observation from conversations of people around me. My mother helped me say more words and understand more meaning. This is an example of the zone of proximal development. She supported me to say more than I could say alone. Moreover, Brunner emphasized scaffolding. My mother scaffolded me by asking questions, modeling correct sentences, and encouraging turn-taking. Veloas and Oakley explained that oral language developed in rich and responsive environments. My home environment provided this through cultural practice and daily conversations. The concept of the 100 languages of children remind us that children express meaning in many ways, not only through words. In my experience, learning happened through objects, tone of voice, facial expressions, and cultural symbolism. The sticky rice was not just food, it was a meaningful object that created interaction and storytelling. In this unit, I found it interesting and challenging to think deeply about phonology and how sound patterns support literacy. Before this subject, I did not think about tones, an or vang. Now, I understand how important phonological awareness is for early reading development. For us as future educators, this is important. Many children in Australia speak languages other than English at home. If we understand their home language structure, such as tonal system like Vietnamese, we can support better for their English learning. This unit helped me see that language learning is not only cognitive. It is social, cultural, and connected to identity. Reflecting on my childhood shows that oral language development is shaped by culture, family interaction, and linguistic structure. Choosing sticky rice was a small moment, but it created meaningful conversation that shaped my language and identity. As a future educator, I want to create rich, responsive environments where children's home languages and cultural practices are valued and supported.